to call this meeting for the city of San Juan at 6 p.m. May we rise for invocation. Mr. Wahab, can you lead us, sir?
Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us together this evening. We ask for your wisdom to guide our commission as we govern and for direction in making decisions that are fair and just. Grant us unity and clear minds as we discuss what is best for our city and our citizens. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Face the flag for a pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. Brenda, any public comment? Thank you. Go ahead, Mr. Wahab.
Yes, sir. Good evening, everybody. Under item number 5, presentations. With us this evening, we have a presentation of the proclamation designating the week of April 12th through the 18th, 2026 as National Safety Telecommunicators Week. With us today, we have Chief Fuentes.
Good evening, Mayor, Commissioners,
Good evening, sir.
Mr. Guajardo. Before I continue, as we all know, this is National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week from April 12th, which started on Sunday and ends on Saturday. This is a nationwide presentation, well, a nationwide view of who our dispatchers are that are presented, you know, mostly in every city. Tonight, before I continue with the proclamation, we have some of our dispatchers here. We have our newest dispatcher, which is Officer Telecommunications Officer. We have Telles, Officer Telecommunications Officer Telles. We have Pardines. We also have our supervisor for telecommunications, who's been here 15 years or more. 18.
Hey.
So he's in charge of our telecommunications. These are only a few of our we call them TCO dispatchers. The rest, of course, you know, they're working or they're probably sleeping to come and work later on tonight. So these are dispatchers that you don't get to see out in the public. They're the ones that answer the phone calls. They're the ones that coordinate, answer the phone calls and coordinate for policing, for fire department, for animal control, for EMS, and transfer calls to other agencies when we receive 911. So they answer the radio, they answer the regular phone calls, they answer 911, you know, so they multitask. So these are the people that actually receive the first call. These are the people that send the officers to locations, gather all the information, you know, and basically are in charge of the safety of the officer by getting that information prior to going to a call. They have a lot of responsibility, even though they're just behind the desk and behind the phone. So other than that, this is just a small gesture that we're presenting them here. But every day they know that here at the Swan Police Department in the city takes care of them for whatever they need. They request anything, any equipment or anything that can make their job easier, we're there for them. And again, I want to say thank you to them. Thank you for everything you guys do. I know you guys are on the north side. Sooner or later, we're going to come out together and we're going to be in one building, hopefully by next year. But as much as I can go up there, you know, I call it up there, to the north side, to go and see you guys and, you know, ask you like today, I just went today, you guys briefed me on something and we took care of it.
We have one more come in? Yes.
Oh, yeah. We have TCO Gonzalez. That's all right. But yeah, so these are some of our few, and as you can see, most of them are females. Why? I don't know. They have a thing to answer phone calls, patience with some of the callers, and we don't select females, but most of them are the ones that apply, and most of them are the ones that, you know, when we do their background and we interview them, they're the ones that, you know, we hire because of what they have to say during their interview. That's how we select them. Nothing with Arroyo, right? He's been there 18 years, so he knows. So, but he's a leader for them. Other than that, again, thank you.
So you've been with 18 years in the city of San Juan? Beautiful. Yeah. Nice.
And we have our newest one, Arismendi. Welcome. Hopefully she's here 20 years.
Yeah, you gotta beat them.
And if she wants to transition to police officer,
Great.
she can. We have dispatchers that have transitioned to jailers, to dispatchers, to police officers. They want to stay here in the city. So if I may, I'm gonna
Sure.
start with the proclamation.
Yes, sir.
Whereas Congress and the President of the United States have established the second week of April as National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week. And whereas, when an emergency occurs, the prompt response of the police officers, firefighters, and paramedics is critical to the protection of life and to the preservation of property, and the City of San Juan Public Safety Telecommunicators are the single vital link between first responders and persons seeking immediate relief during an emergency. And whereas the work of these unseen first responders is invaluable in an emergency situations, and whereas each dispatcher has exhibited compassion, understanding, and professionalism during the performance of their job in the past year, and whereas the San Juan City Commission encourages the citizens to express their appreciation to the San Juan Public Telecommunicators for their diligence and professionalism in keeping our city and citizens safe.
Now, therefore, be resolved that I, Mario Garza, by the power vested in me as mayor of the city of San Juan, along with Mayor Pro Tem Jesse Ramirez, Commissioner Mario Cantu, Commissioner Gilbert Garza, Commissioner Marky Villegas, hereby proclaim the week of April 12th through the 18th, 2026, the National Public Safety Telecommunicators Week, in the city of San Juan, Texas. Proclaim the 14th day of April 2026. Thank you.
Thank you again, and a small token of appreciation. We have a plaque that we're gonna present, myself and Assistant Chief Jorge Moya, to them, to the supervisor. This plaque will forever stay in the dispatch, as they move along in their career. I mean, as long as we have a building standing, we'll be there, and we'll have your names there for this year. And this is a plaque that is being presented in recognition of our dedicated dispatcher to Supervisor Samuel Arroyo, our team of dispatchers, Angelina Arismendi, Elizabeth Borjas, Alejandra González, Montserrat Martínez, Ángela Monsiváis, Gabriela Pardines, Normalinda Rodríguez, y Julita Peña.
Dispatchers in front. Chiefs.
We all want to hold a proclamation. All right, congratulations, guys. Thank you so much. No, it's for you. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Welcome aboard. Yes. Welcome aboard, and thank you guys for your service.
Thank you so much. Go ahead, sir.
Yes, sir. Under item number B, or letter B, we have the presentation regarding the upcoming 2026 City of San Juan Department of Parks and Recreation Friendly City 5K. With us, we have Mr. Willingham, Director of Parks and Recreation.
Good evening, Mayor, Commission, City Manager. Just wanted to give a brief reminder to everybody that next Saturday, April 25th, we have our Friendly City 5K. This will be year number 8 of the 5K. We have the kids and adult fun run at 8 a.m., followed by the 5K at 8:30, and then around 9 or shortly after all the runners have finished, we'll do our 3-mile bike ride with the police department. So we just want to invite the public to come out. There's still time to register. At this point, we can't guarantee shirts anymore, but you can still register and join us next Saturday at the San Juan Sports Complex right here off San Antonio. So hope to see all you guys out there running.
If somebody goes Saturday, they want to last minute.
Yes,
join,
they can register on site.
they can register.
Yes. Yeah, we'll take them all the way up to race time. Yeah.
So are you gonna, continue doing the race in April? Cause I
No.
know in the past we've done it in January, if I'm not
Yes, it'll go
mistaken, I
back.
remember.
It'll go back.
It'll go back?
It'll go back. Yes. It's usually the last weekend or first weekend in February. Usually the week before the Edinburgh 10K.
Oh.
That's where we had originally slotted it.
Okay.
And we'll be going back to that day.
Perfect, thank you, sir. Any other questions for Mr. William?
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir, moving to item, letter C, we have a presentation of departmental, reports. With us this afternoon or this evening, we have the Department of Planning and Zoning, Department of Parks and Recreation, Department of Sanitation, and the San Juan Memorial Library. We also have all our directors of all departments present. Do you guys have any questions?
This time, is there any questions for the directors? This time? If not, we're good. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, we'll move to item, number 6, public hearing ordinances. Mayor, with your approval, I'd like to see if we can, kind of skip the order here. We're waiting for a representative for item A and B to arrive. I just got notification they're right down the road.
Okay,
Okay, so
sure.
we can, proceed with, letter C.
Okay,
Okay, letter C is to hold a public hearing and consider the first reading of an ordinance amending the budget for the 2025-2026 fiscal year by providing additional appropriation to the general fund, solid waste, stormwater, and the utility fund. With us this evening, we have, Ms. Maria Beltran, Director of Finance.
Good evening, Mayor.
good evening.
Mayor Pro Tem, Commissioners, Mayor, Mr. Palacios. This is the first public hearing and the first ordinance to adopt and amend the budget for fiscal year 25-26 by providing additional appropriations to the general fund, the solid waste fund, stormwater, and utility fund. And the appropriations would be as considered for the general fund. It would be 196,469. For the general fund, it would be 943,316, and that appropriation, and this will be funded from the fund balance. 196,469 appropriation for the solid waste fund, and this would be from the retained earnings. For the stormwater, it would be 2,471, and this would be coming out from the retained earnings. For the utility fund, the appropriation would be 891,306, and this would be from the retained earnings balance. And I can go over the total amount for the department's appropriations, which would be the city manager, 71,231, city secretary, 2,023, municipal court, 2,671, finance, 3,935, planning, 6,494, police, 458,531, fire, 62,277, streets, 4,115, central garage, 1,903, parks and recreation, 107,973, building maintenance, 68,018, library, 3,055, human resources, 3,148, information technology, 134,364, animal control, 828, which make a total of 930,566. And of course, for the solid waste, like I mentioned, is 906,469, stormwater 2,471, and for the utility fund, utility billing and collection 3,483, utility administration 3,748, water plant 4,826, The water distribution, 12,912. The sewer collection, 64,384. Sewer plant, 122,653, which make up the total of 891,306. And the staff recommends to approve the ordinance by amending the budget fiscal year 25-26 for the additional appropriations. And of course, I have as attachments the amended budget as to why we're requesting this amendment, which includes the 1% cost of living and additional appropriations to the departments to finish up the remaining of the year for costs that, affected as far as increases and so forth. So if you have any questions,
Okay. This time, I believe this is a public hearing, am I correct?
That's correct.
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, at this time, I'm gonna open this up at 6:16 PM. Is there anyone here for or against? For or against? Any questions, members of the commission?
Mayor, if I may.
Go ahead, sir.
Ms. Lulu,
Yes, sir.
as I read the justifications on these worksheets that were submitted, one of the things that stands out to me is that only 2% was budgeted when it should have been 3%.
Correct. Apparently, I was told at when we had the workshop, one of the workshops that we had, I can't recall, it was approved at 3%, but before the previous finance director left, he told me that we needed to cut it down to 2%. And of course, when the city manager came on board, I was told that it should have been that 3%, that we shouldn't have cut it at 1%.
3% is what we should.
Yeah, 3% was approved,
That was part of the discussion.
correct.
Right. It wasn't that we approved it. It was part of the discussion as to the percentage that we were gonna approve, right? But when we got the final product, right, I remember Mayor asking, what was the percentage? And somebody said 2%, right?
Yes,
Because that would have balanced our budget at
correct,
2%.
correct,
So even if we had wanted the 3%, it wouldn't have been a balanced budget.
correct.
Right, so now we're trying to take money out from the general fund to cover something that in reality, we shouldn't have, because we had already approved it at the 2%
Correct,
to balance that budget.
correct. And that's why we balanced it, but in order for us to have kept that 3%, as it was discussed, we should have done cuts in different other
Correct,
areas.
and we didn't do that.
We didn't do that.
So now we're trying to take from over here and not cut anything and add additional, right? Monies, but in my opinion, we had already, that's one of the things that I harp on every time we have the budget workshops. We need a balanced budget, right?
I totally
It has to
agree
be
with you.
balanced, and if we can't afford a 3%, whether we discuss it, whether we want to give 3, whether we want to give 5%, if the money's not there, then we can't do it.
Correct.
It's that simple. So to say that we had agreed to a 3%, I don't recall agreeing to a 3%. I agreed to making sure that the budget was balanced, so I cannot move forward with an additional 1%, knowing that we're taking money from the general fund to cover something that we didn't have the money for. Okay, that's me. Do you all deserve it? Yes. Our employees deserve it. But it's something that we need to work on for next year's budget, because you guys are already working on it now.
Yes,
So that's something that I would recommend, start working on it and see how you're gonna do it. Because you do have to make cuts somewhere if you wanna give that additional percentage. Because if you can't cut, then we can't give. It's that simple,
I totally agree.
okay? So, I'm sorry, but as far as I'm concerned, this part of it, I can't approve. I know that we have the retained earnings so that we can have that cushion in case something comes up that is not accounted for. For example, the prices of chemicals going up, prices of the gas going up, I can approve that, but not an additional 1% when we didn't have the money to do. That's just my comment on that. That's all I have.
Anything else?
Can it be brought back to us?
That was my next. I think we need to really,
So right now, it's your first reading of the ordinance amending the budget. You can either one, obviously it's gonna require a second reading. You can one amend, you can approve with the qualification that I guess the cost of living raise not be included or whatever, or not as requested or whatever, or we can bring it back, whatever you wish to do.
I think it'd be safer just to go ahead and just bring it back. Yeah,
Okay.
table the item.
Then if there's a motion to table, we can have one, we can bring it back to the very next meeting.
Sure.
Motion to table, Mayor?
I'll second that. All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Mayor, I'd like to go ahead and bring back, letter A and B. We do have a representative that has that here. With your permission, Mayor?
Yeah, go ahead. Yes, sir.
Okay, letter A, which is a consideration and appropriate action on an ordinance authorizing the issuance of City of San Juan, Texas, combination tax and limited pledge revenue certificates of obligation, Series 2026, providing for payment of said certificates by the levy and ad valorem, tax upon all taxable property within the city, and further securing said certificates by a lien on a pledge of certain revenues of the city's utility system, and resolving other matters incident and related to issuance, payment, security, sale, and delivery of said certificates. With us today, we have, Mr. Bobby Villarreal representing the Estrada and Hinojosa firm.
Good evening, Mayor, Council. Again, Bobby Villarreal with Estrada and Hosa. My partner, Jose Silva, is with me as well. And then Arnold Cantu, the bond attorney for the city as well, is with us as well. Again, you have the document in front of you. What is this one? So if you go to the first page, you'll see the participants, again, Estrada and Hosa, and then Cantu, Harden, Montoya, that's Arnold. And so we had two items going out to the market in the last couple of weeks. These were private placements. One was the new money of about 2.7 million, and we took on bids for that, and we had about 4 or 5 banks bid on that one. And we also had a refunding that we looked at some old bonds that you have for refunding purposes. And again, there's the project list there before you as well. So if you go to page 2, this is the new money bid summary, and you'll see that Webster, Frost submitted different variations, Lone Star and Amegy. So that's about 4 banks. So in discussions with the Lulu and Ruben today, we were going over the best bid for the city, and our estimation was that it was number 6, the Lone Star bid at 405. Now, let me give you the distinction. If you notice that Webster at number 1 and Lone Star at number 6 were the only two that gave a fixed term for 15 years. Frost gave a fixed term for 10 years, and then they reset they go to variable in the years 11 through 15, and then Amegy was a similar offer as well. So when you look at the Frost number 2, it does say 377 callable in 2036, which is an apples to apples years and time that you can refund to the number 6 Lone Star. However, in today's market, that's where it talks about the CME term SOFR plus 1.07%. It's a lot of confusion there on all those numbers, but when you take the number today and you calculate it, it actually moves at 377 to be a little more expensive than the 405 on average. So on the average debt service for the Lone Star would be about 248,000. It doesn't say it there, but it should be the farthest to the right. It should be 248,770 annually to Lone Star. And in the number 2 position, the average annual debt would have been 250,000, so about a couple thousand more on average on the Frost. So our belief and our advice to the city would be to go with Lone Star, since it's a bird in the hand. And today we were calculating that based on today's rates. 10 years from now, it could be much worse, could be much better.
So the Lone Star is a locked-in rate.
Yes, sir. So it's locked in for 15 years. It's the bird in the hand.
Gotcha.
It's what we know. And compared to the variables, it'll be the best one.
Okay.
So that would be for that one. And then going forward to the next page, this is for the refinancing. So this is refinancing approximately $6 million of old debt. And in this situation, Frost, everybody put bids for 9 years, which is the remaining amount of this debt. So in this situation, Frost was actually the best bid at 3.6% for 9 years. And then you'll see the rest of the offers were a little higher. So our belief is that you go for the new money with Lone Star on the 2.7, and then you go with the refinance on Frost. And then if we continue to move forward past that page, we go past page 4. If you go to the tax rate impact, it's post certificates and refunding, right? So if you notice in the blue column in the center, column D, that's the new debt for the new monies, right? If you look to the right, it's the refunding, right? Now, if you notice, the refunding has a negative, and the reason we're doing that is that as you're prepared to do today, the column E should be higher. That's the self-supporting coming from the utility fund. The utility fund has some strain under it, so that's why the water rate adjustments have been looked at. Not because of this deal, but just because we are looking at refunding this for structure to give you guys some space. So we could have refinanced this like just level, but it would have impacted the tax rate, it would have impacted the utility pretty dramatically. So we're refunding these and giving you space and pushing the payments out a little bit, just to give you some space. And if you notice to the furthest to the right, required INS payment, that holds at 23 pennies. It doesn't require a tax rate increase by doing this, by refunding this for structure. We're not going longer, we're just pushing the payments out a little bit. But I don't know if you have questions on that.
No, we're good.
Yeah. But having said that, all in all, you know, we achieved what the goal of the city was to get the projects you need done today, and then refinance some debt and give you some space to let the utility get a little healthier. So, and again, with that, I don't know if there's any further questions.
Any questions for Mr. Bobby? And that covered item A and B, right?
Yeah, is that correct? Both of them? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we gotta.
You gotta read the second one.
I
as well.
know that,
Yeah.
But your presentation was for both
Yeah,
items
this
A and
one
B.
covers both of them, but,
Okay.
yeah.
So, going on, under public hearings A, is there a motion to approve?
So move.
In second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries, thank you.
Okay, so we'll move on to item B, Mayor, which is consideration and appropriate action on the ordinance authorizing the issuance of the City of San Juan, Texas General Obligation Refund Bond, Series 2026, providing for payment of said bond by the levy of an ad valorem tax upon all taxable property within the city, and resolving their matters incident and related to the issuance, payment, security, sale, and delivery of said bond, sorry.
It's the same item.
Same.
Get an approval on that.
With that being said, any questions for Bobby? I'm sorry. No? Okay, is there a motion?
So move.
It's been second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries, thank you, Bobby.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Moving on to item number 7, appointments. Letter A, we have the consider the removal, appointment, or reappointment of members to the Keep San Juan Beautiful Board. Ms. Brenda Escalante to the secretary.
Good evening, Mayor, Commission. At this moment, staff recommends considering the removal, appointment, or reappointment of 2 new members to the Keep San Juan Beautiful Board to replace Mr. Scott Leal and Ms. Gillette Martinez. Our office received 2 applications,
Aye.
one for Delma Bermea and Roberto Ortiz.
If I may?
Go ahead, sir.
I would like to make a motion to appoint Roberto Ortiz for Mr. Scott Leal and Mr. Danny Ramirez also submitted one, I know it's not here, but Mr. Danny Ramirez in place of Gillette Martinez.
That's in a motion. I'll
Yes.
go ahead and second that.
Yes, you stopped going. Yeah.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Item number 8, resolutions. Letter A, consider the resolution to approve a water line access agreement between North Alamo Water Supply Corporation, NAWSC, the City of San Juan, and 316 Investments LP for the Black Hills Estate 2 subdivision. Ms. Gomez?
Hi, good evening. This is a resolution to approve the water line access agreement between the City of San Juan, North Alamo Water Supply, 316 Investments. This agreement provides the installation of the water lines and the fire hydrants at the proposed Black Hills Estates Number 2. The property is located east of Sioux Road before heading Cesar Chavez. This agreement is consistent with our previous agreements and was approved for all the new subdivisions in the North Alamo Water Supply area. So staff recommendation is for the approval.
Any questions for Ms. Monica? If not, is there a motion to approve?
Move. Second.
In second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Thank you.
Item B, consider resolution to approve a water line access agreement between North Alamo Water Supply Corporation, NAWSC, the City of San Juan, and People's Manufactured Homes Property. Ms. Gomez?
Yes, this is also another water line access agreement with North Alamo Water Supply, the City of San Juan, and People Manufactured Home LLC. This is for a new business located at 606 West Eldora Road. This is a manufactured home business, and this is for the installation of a new fire hydrant requested by the fire department. This is the same agreement that we were approving before.
Any questions? If not, is there a motion to approve?
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Letter C, we have consideration and action, if any, on a resolution accepting petition for voluntary annexation, setting dates and times of public hearings, and directing the planning department to prepare a service plan of the 18.86 acre tract of land out of the east half of Lot 7, Block 47, Alamo Land and Sugar Company. Ms. Gomez?
This is a resolution to authorizing the City of San Juan to accepting the voluntary annexation petition of a 20-acre tract of land located approximately 1/2 mile west of Cesar Chavez Road along the north side of Minnesota. This is a proposed subdivision that will consist of a 50-lot new subdivision for a multifamily development. With approval of this resolution, we authorize the planning department to initiate the public hearings and the ordinances. So staff consideration is for the approval.
Any questions for Ms. Monica? If not, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
In second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we move to item number 9, contractuals. We have the consideration and action, if any, on an interlocal cooperation agreement between the County of Hidalgo and the City of San Juan to provide efficient and effective library services for county residents. With us, we have Ms. Cristina Perez, our library director.
Hi, good evening. This is an annual interlocal agreement between the county and the city. The county gives us $16,558.45, and we ensure that all the rural residents also have access to library services.
Thank you. Any questions? Not, is there a motion to approve? Been second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you, ma'am.
Next, Mayor, we have item number 10, which is consent agenda. With us today, we have a total, or letters A through L for consent, and for your approval.
At this time, is there anything we need to amend or modify under consent agenda?
Mayor, if I may.
Go ahead, sir.
Under the minutes, Ms. Brenda, page 321, I know that the majority of us were not on the commission at the time, but members present, it shows that the Mayor Mario Garza, Dina Santillan, and Commissioner Neto Guajardo were present, but the minutes show that Commissioner, or Mayor Pro Tem Lenny Sanchez was the one that made the motion, but he's not listed as present, and I don't know if there was only 3 members present, 3 votes, so somehow either Ms. Santillan was not present, or there's something there that needs to be corrected on those minutes. And then on the next one, on page 323, I'm not listed as present, but I was present, and minutes should reflect that I was part of the conversations and the motions that were made on that day, but I'm not listed as members present there. Thank you.
What we can do is pull out, item L from the consent agenda, and we can either do a table or no action on item L, and then make a motion on the remaining items on the consent agenda.
On item L, right?
Table or no action, whatever you.
I guess at this time, we'll take, I make a request that we take no action, so that way gives them time to bring it back. No action on, and that's for item L, right?
Correct.
Okay. Anything else under consent agenda? If not, is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
It's been second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, next, Mayor, we move on to executive session. The City of San Juan Commission will convene an executive session in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, Burley, Texas statutes and codes annotated, Government Code Chapter 551.071, consultation with attorney. We have, number 1, pursuant to section 551.071 of the Texas Government Code, consultation with attorney, discussion and possible action regarding legal matters pertaining to litigation concerning an employment contract. Number 2, pursuant to section 551.071, consultation with attorney, and pursuant to section 551.074, personnel matters, discussion regarding the appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment, duties, discipline, or dismissal of a public officer or employee, director of utilities. And number 3, pursuant to section 551.071 of the Texas Government Code, consultation with attorney, discussion and possible action regarding the terms of the agreement with the Brazoria County Hispanic Lions Club.
All right, with that being said, is there a motion to enter executive session?
So moved.
It's been second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We are entering at 6:37 PM. Thank you.
We're ready?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, we hereby reconvene at 7:50 PM. Is there a motion to reconvene? Motion by Commissioner Villegas, second by Commissioner Cantu. On item number 1, pursuant to section 551.071 of the Texas Government Code, consultation with attorney, discussion and possible action regarding legal matters pertaining to litigation concerning an employment contract. Is there a motion?
So, a motion to proceed is directed in executive session?
Okay, the motion by Commissioner Cantu, second by Commissioner Garza. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Anyone opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Number 2, pursuant to section 551.071, consultation with attorney, and pursuant to section 551.074, personnel matters, discussion regarding the appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment, duties, discipline, or dismissal of a public officer or employee, director of utilities. Is there a motion to proceed as discussed in executive session? Motion by Commissioner Garza, second by Commissioner Cantu. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Anyone opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Number 3, pursuant to section 551.071 of the Texas Government Code, consultation with attorney, discussion and possible action regarding the terms of the agreement with the Brazoria County Hispanic Lions Club. There is no action at this time. Is there a motion to adjourn? Second. Motion by Commissioner Villegas, second by Commissioner Cantu. We are hereby adjourned at 7:51.